My name is Merrick III, and this is my testimony. Not about how I came to salvation in Christ, but how God delivered me during my darkest time. I was born 33 years ago on October 25th, and my very first day was nearly my last. I came to Christ when I was in high school, and like most Christians, I was on fire for God. I would share the gospel with everyone I came across. And like most Christians, I was ridiculed. So fast forward a few years and I'm still living with my father, but I decided to go to school. I decided to pursue my acting career. And before I even auditioned, the Lord told me that I would get accepted. And after I received my acceptance letter, I figured I'm going to go to New York and blow them away with my acting ability. But the Lord told me I would only be going for 1 year. So I had to commute back and forth between New York and Philadelphia for 6 months. When I finally found a place, my job hadn't transferred me yet. And so I was financially strapped. I had to rely on friends and strangers for help. I was miserable. My job I hated. I had my heart broken for like the umpteenth straight time. I had no money, my acting career wasn't going anywhere, and it had gotten so bad at one point that I remember walking past the trash can and considered searching for food in it. I was angry. I was angry at God. I hated him. It's like he abandoned me, like he forgot about me. During this time, I remembered the conversation that my father had all those years back when he told me that my mother wanted to abort me. So I figured, okay, I'm a mistake. I'm not supposed to be here. So I contemplated for about 2 weeks how I would end my life. I didn't care about hell. I didn't care about my mother, my sister, my father, or the pain they would feel. Then I thought about my little brother. At the time, he was 4 years old. He was innocent, and the only thing that prevented me from taking my life was the thought of what my mother and my sister would have to tell him. A few years later, I was nowhere near where I was in that dark period, but I was going through a depression. And I remember walking home from work, and I just broke down in tears, and I remembered all the things that my father told me, and nearly dying, and I asked God, Lord, why am I here? What is my purpose? Why did you spare my life? He told me that the reason he spared my life was so that I could bring my family to him. At the time, it wasn't what I wanted to hear. I was more concerned about me, what it is that I could get. But as time went on, I got to lead my grandfather, the most obstinate man you'll ever meet, to Christ. The following year, my father came to Christ. I don't take credit for that, but for the 18 years I've been a Christian, I've prayed for his salvation. The greatest testimony of God's love in my life is that I'm actually still here. The sense of joy and peace that I get is from knowing that, in fact, God did not make a mistake, that I do have a purpose, that there is a plan for my life. Even if I don't understand it and get it all the time, God does.